So we got WACK100 talking about getting Big U new charges. Let's get into this content.
I'm familiar with. Some of them we covered over a month ago because we knew they was coming. You know, we kind of disposed to be ahead of y'all at times. We knew the witness tampering was coming on Monster like a month or so ago. Should be there. I know it's 7 of them. Let's go over them. Yeah, so we knew about a month or so ago, it might be a little longer, that he had the witness tampering charges with the trying to hide the 2 alleged bloods in the institution to going unalive old Monster. We knew it because we got the call, I believe Eddie Boy got the call from the Muslim community in there that they took Big U to the hole for this. I believe he went to the hole for a period of time behind this. So, you know, we kind of figured that something was gonna happen. Now the fact that he was dumb enough to fall victim to this is crazy, right? Hold on, I want to get these charges.
This man connection is bad, y'all. It's not me, it's him. It's his connection. WACK got a bad connection, y'all. He didn't pay a Spectrum bill.
2 counts of witness tampering. I think 1 count of sex trafficking and 2 counts of tampering with a witness. These are the ones that he trying to unalive the witness. Now these 2 counts, the reason why they so serious, let me tell you what happened.
You know what's crazy? WACK is going to talk about everything except the fact that he got Big U a new indictment. Everything but that fact.
The feds are saying, okay, they're saying that this dude Monster may not be a reliable witness. They say it might be some backstory to Monster and Big U, and that maybe thanks, baby. And like maybe, you know, it may come a time to where Big U might be able to wiggle out of, you know, this Monster situation. All right, there we go. See what we're going through. So let me tell you what they did, which I'm gonna keep it real. I really believe that the whole Monster extortion thing is all BS, personally. Just from what I know, how I know these dudes.
Look at WACK trying to clear it up, bro. He's not talking about actually anything. He's just trying to clear up nothing.
Individually, right? I still don't want to say Big U was running around extorting people for 500s, 200s, 1,000, which there's some supporting things that says maybe that's possible, because I guess the food vendors around the football or whatever are alleging this, some tow truck drivers, whatever. Now, the reason why I say this about Monster is because Monster's the guy that goes and borrows money from people. He'll come say, hey, bro, let me borrow 40. I'm going to give you 50 back.
Bro trying to get ahead of this situation because he knows that everything is coming to the light with all his snitch ways. So he's just trying to get ahead of it.
He been and left wherever he was living. And then 5 months later, you catch up with him and he got a sob story. And the first thing a person is on is, homie, where my money? I'm assuming, because I never knew Big U and Monster's relationship, but I'm assuming Big U might have made an investment with him or loaned him something, and Monster started to do what Monster does.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. That's not the truth.
I do know one neutral party that Monster actually did this with, that it came to my table, and that's how I know, I get it, right? So I'm thinking the feds is like, hey, Monster's not the most credible witness. He has a 2020 case with us, with distribution of a lot of weight.
This nigga is just lying and making stuff up, bro. His whole everything is just capped.
Another state, I believe Ohio or something. The exposers was able to find this, just how we know why he went to work. Let Thomas in, mama, that's the electrician. That's for your kitchen, for your bathroom. Let him know where you want them plugs at. Right? So, this is what I believe happened. Because if they can show that Monster is not reliable, or that the whole thing was a hoax, him saying, hey, I believe it's what Monster did. He was out in 2020 working, turning people in to try to work time off his case. I believe Monster went to the feds and said, hey, this dude's extorted me. If y'all give me the money, y'all can surveillance it, and I can get, y'all can get him. Y'all can help get him. He's a big figure, a big name in Los Angeles, and boom, boom, bam. At the time, I don't know if they was already on Big U. From what I understand, it kicked off in 2021. And I believe they like, okay, cool, right? And I believe every time Monster was getting the money from the feds to give it to Big U, right? Monster knowing he really giving Big U back what he owing. But on the flip side, he didn't flip it to where this dude is extorting me, so now he working time off the case he got going on. This is what I believe. I could be wrong. Now, let's fast forward. They take Monster into custody. Monster goes into custody. He's a key thing to this Big Q Rico. He ain't the only thing, he's a key thing. Because
I believe that you're more of a key thing, because we don't have any statements from Monster saying that he chased Future through the airport. Only you, bro.
I believe is wire fraud cases that carry a lot of time, in excess of 30 to 50 years, something crazy like that. Big U's overall right before these new charges was 600 years. It's in the paperwork. I believe they like, hey, listen, you looking a little shaky. We want to give you time off that, you looking at, but, we got to get a conviction. So, do you think you can maybe line this bozo up to putting yourself in a situation that...
Wack, this story doesn't make sense, bro. You're literally just talking because you have a pair of lips. What are you talking about? This says nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing.
Is a insurance that if your other situation go wrong, these 3 years of extortions, we got him dead bang on something else. And I believe Monster went, found him a couple inmates in there who didn't mind cooperating. If these blood dudes was fake feds, it's because they got plants. They got plants in jailhouses, LA County and shit like that. They got plants where it's real undercovers in there in the cell with you acting like inmates. And I believe they put together the whole play to approach Big U and let him know. Because think about it. Why would Big U look at two dudes and say, hey, bro, y'all know this dude, could you get to him? Now, it makes sense because I know how Big U think. I'm a Krupt, these niggas is bloods. They do it, they're never tied to me, is how he's thinking. Mush brain. But I believe that it was a whole play. If it wasn't some undercovers, these are some dudes that did want to get some time off, and these are some...
Wack, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? You're just making things up, and you sound crazy. You sound like you're not telling the truth, bro. Why are you not talking about why you chase Future through the airport?
Dudes that Monster knew because he know a lot of people. Hey, look, bro, we can go over here there and knock this off for you, but this is what you got to achieve. You got to get him to agree to it, and you got to have him send whatever money y'all agree to, a portion of it here. right? Boom. And for the feds to bring the charges, Big U damn sure they got him on wiretap, they got him on recording, or they got him sending the money to wherever they directed them people to have him send it. Now, this is addressing his 7 new charges. And guess these 2 charges carry life, from what I'm understanding. So let's go over his 7 new charges. Cause we got a few bozos out there, ruler report. Come on, bro. Like, you got a brain. You be surprised me, bro, because I know you got a brain, but you be falling victim to the dumb shit.
Big shout out to the ruler report.
All right. Count 44, attempted to evade and defeat income tax. Count 45, willful failure to file a tax return. Count 46, willful failure to file a tax return. Count 47, solicitation to commit a crime of violence, witness tampering. Count 48, solicitation to commit a crime of violence, witness tampering. That's the 2 of him hiring somebody to kill him. Count 49, witness tampering. Count 50, witness tampering. Those are the Big U 7 charges. Okay, I'll say that to say this. There's nothing on there about future. In fact,
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
I made it clear that Big U stayed behind with his chick. The conversation happened with me and Future. Future didn't even pay his debt. His debt was paid for him. And it was a debt. I mean, it was a legitimate debt. Now, you know, I'm gonna be real. I don't know why they lying, because it wasn't no crime committed. I mean, you know, TSA got flight records. TSA could go pull up my name, it'll tell them every time I've been to LAX, where I was going, where I sat, as if they can do Big U. So you dumb, like some shit you shouldn't even lie about or play about. You ain't do nothing. I said you didn't do nothing. Nobody did nothing. The man wasn't touched.
Man, that's not true. That's not true. You said that Birdman got that situation taken care of. I'm not sure why you decided to implement him in a federal RICO, but that's what you did.
It's not part of your new charges. Everybody's saying, well, it's because WACK told this story. Yes, WACK told the story, right? WACK ain't crazy. It's all kind of stories I can tell that I don't tell because of what the story is, and it may be an open situation or it was some crime committed, right? But since y'all feel like WACK shouldn't be telling stories, fuck it. I'm gonna tell another story.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Whoa. Don't do that, sir.
Another Big U story. Krupt, I'm sorry, you up on the chopping block. Yep, this is about old Krupt. Let me take it on back. While Big U was in prison, there was a guy named Little Draws. This is Big U's brother. Little Draws was running with Krupt. They was together, ace, boom, boom. One night, they was out of studio. And one night, somebody come to the parking lot. Now, Krupt, prior to, was at the liquor store bumping his gun. They was in a certain neighborhood. Not too far after that, they go back to the studio. Krupt in there doing his thing.
We have to pray.
Boom. They pull up.
He thinks this is okay.
Get down. Doop, 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 doop. Dumping it out. People running. They running.
My man's going through dementia. He really thinks this is acceptable. He really thinks that this is acceptable.
The Little Draws outside. Big dude, he trying to make it. He tried to get to the door, and they blocked the door. They closed the door on Little Draws and put the vending machine in front of the door. This what happened. Big U in the penitentiary. He in there on that case with Eddie Boy where he told on Eddie Boy and told the police, I knew I should have went to work for Eddie Boy. He doing that time at this time. The time Krupt running around also with a dude named Lil Hump. Lil Hump, good dude. He never involved in nothing. He from 6-0. He was like on the management team or whatever. He wasn't there that night. Had nothing to do with it. Good dude, Lil Hump is. So when Big U gets out, he got a little resentment towards old Krupt. Cause in the back of his head, because you was bumping your gums at that spot. That what happened when dude double back. And my little brother, this is real little brother, this is the same DNA. My little brother got killed. So I remember, and shout out to Daz, cause Daz wasn't going for it.
See, but what we want to know about is what happened when you chased Future.
And Daz will tell you, he done turned down 1 million Big U plays. Y'all catch Daz on one of these platforms and ask him, he'll tell you. Daz wasn't going for none of the press moves. And 1 trillion of them came at him for Big U, them over there. It really wasn't the press move. He like, Big U thinking he could book the dog pound. And Daz like, nah, you can book Krupt. You can't book me. I ain't doing no movement unless it go through who it's supposed to go through, right? So one time, Big U really needed some money, right? So, Krupt, I'm sorry, but these dudes telling me I gotta stop telling my stories.
So now he laughing, he think like, no, sorry, let's come on, let's come on, let me just, let's fast forward this is stupid.
So a booking came, and Big U telling Krupt, you gotta do this booking. Krupt letting them know, hey bro, this ain't a booking for me, it's for the dog pound, and you know Daz be tripping, right? So he say, WACK, hey man, I'm gonna make that happen. I said, what, money on the table? It was like 40,000, something like that. Something like 30, 40,000. It wasn't nothing crazy, but you know a nigga pockets is touching. Was Big U pockets used to touch a lot of times because he bad with money, he don't know how to make money. People just bring him deals and it is what it is. On top of that, you know, when you servicing 2, 3 different households and you got things going on, you trying to be more than what you are, you know, it can be a strain on you. So at the time, Krupt was living in the valley. We had this house on Encino Avenue, everybody remember it, called Wolfpack. It was Wolfpack Studios, you know what I'm saying? And Krupt used to be over there every day. Hump damn near lived over there, shit like that, right? So when Big U tell Krupt, hey homie, you know, I got that deposit, make sure y'all there. Krupt telling him, hey bro, I could be there, but I can't.
I swear to God, y'all, I'm not making this up. He's supposed to get on here and address chasing Future, and now he's talking about this. I can't make this up, y'all.
Guarantee Daz gonna be there, because one thing about Daz, I can't front. Daz wasn't doing nothing unless it went through his channel. He didn't give a damn what Krupt was talking about. That's on you. Nigga, I ain't shit. I ain't doing it. Straight up. I forget the brother name. It's an OG dude, be with Daz all the time. I forget the brother name. Kind of tall, light-skinned dude, but that's who be handling Daz business, right? Good dude. So, when Krupt said, tell Big U, right?
In the middle of a federal indictment. This nigga still telling stories, giving up names. I can't make this shit up, boy. I promise you I can't.
I could be there, but I can't guarantee Daz being there. Big U tell him, just like you couldn't guarantee my brother making it home. I got this deposit. I need it to happen. So Krupt say, well, big homie, where the deposit at? Draws tell him, don't worry about that. You just worry about getting Daz there. Show night happens. Needless to say, there's no show. If any of y'all know Krupt, he be extra out with his cousin. He don't even say cousin. He be like cuz. You know, especially when he get loaded. And he stay loaded, right? So the pull-up happens. Pull up. Krupt come with the shake the hand. Big U hit him with some, I don't know what type of twist this was. He grabbed his arm, spun him, put his hands on the back of his neck, and commenced to playing third grade kickball with Krupt's ass. He is kicking, Big U went like size 14, 15. He kicking Krupt so hard.
So now you saying that Big U assaulted Krupt. Damn, that's crazy. So if Big U gets another assault charge in the next 90 days, we all know why.
I mean, he bringing his leg. He ain't doing the short kicks. He bringing that motherfucker all the way back. Bam! 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 He hold Krupt by the neck. Krupt said, all cause! All cause! All cause! He kicking him in his ass. Pow! 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 He kicking him in. The only thing I can hear is Suge's voice saying, man, Krupt better get away from that nigga, right? I don't know why he fuck with this nigga, right? So I'm watching this shit. So I'm sitting there saying, damn. And by the end of it, I was trying to come up with a way to say, man, stop kicking him in his ass, but it really ain't my business. The only thing stopped Big U from kicking him in his ass is when I dropped my head, because Krupt a little dude. And now he like tightening his glutes like this, or he went like this, right? So every time he kicking him, he doing a bunny hop. You know, he coming up, he doing a bunny hop, right? So I'm like, but nigga, break away and run. Nigga, do something. The only thing that stopped him was, cuz, you just shitted on yourself? I'm like, oh no. Krupt.
So now you saying that Big U beat Krupt until he defecated on himself. This man is on the internet saying that Big U, who's in the middle of a federal RICO, beat Krupt until he defecated on himself. This is reality.
Had the tan khakis on and they paste it to the leg, like right in between the thigh. And you know, when you got the Milky Way boo-boo, right? It kind of started coming through because it's a different type of brown, right? So it's taped to it. So I'm sitting here laughing, right? And I said, well, you're the first guy I seen kick the shit out of a motherfucker. And I'm looking at Krupt with the glasses on and I'm telling myself,
I can't make this up, y'all. I can't make this up.
what are you gonna do about this? Nevertheless, he never did nothing. Continue to call him his big homie, so on and so forth. Right? I say that to say this. Listen, y'all don't never in life think, oh, WACK100 is press. Whatever comes out of my mouth, I know what's coming out of my mouth. I know why it's coming out of my mouth. And I know who I'm saying it to. Right? The fact of the matter is this. Y'all want me to be part of this man's case so bad. It's a few things I would like you guys. You got Seti Nash, the other dude over there who got caught on Grindr. This is into you guys, and I'm gonna put this up.
You gotta leave Flacco out of this. What Flacco does in his propaganda space is his business.
On my Instagram, the whole file, Prince, get it ready. Go pull up the Suit Surf indictment. Back in 2020, this is why I don't pay these busters no attention. And that's why I said,
Seti Nash, he's paying you attention. He's gonna say he doesn't, but he's clearly paying you attention.
600 be on what he be on, Eddie Boy be on what he be on. Back in 2020, right? Big U was named in the Suit Surf RICO. As number 4, Eugene Henley. It had all his social media, his phone numbers, it had everything down as these devices are tapped. 2020, Sue Surf is home. he can vouch for this. I don't know the brother.
Now, you know what? I would love to talk about Sue Surf right after we talk about you in future.
But he know I got to work because I use the same work to defend him. Here goes the question of the day. The taco truck lady that's telling on him, that's in this RICO. A month ago, she had paperwork come out, and it spelled out the phone number that she was corresponding with Big U on, which is the same phone number in the Sue Surf RICO indictment, which is the same phone number that's been in my phone for over 20 years. Still there today. The question is, hey, Big U, if you knew from the Sue Surf indictment that you were named as a conspirator, number 4, and it spelled out that all your devices were tapped. If you knew these things in 2020, why in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and up until March of 2025, why are you on the phone with your homeboys, as we read in the paperwork, saying these wild things?
And you know what's crazy and interesting about that? That's literally the situation with you and the main streets.
Was it that you were protected and you was feeding the people, other people? See, this is what his community got to pay attention to. Y'all ain't got to take my word for it. I'm going to have the exposers go get the document and y'all go see it. I'm going to show y'all a document from 2020, and I'm going to show you a document that just came out a month ago. And you're going to see it's the same information. Y'all got to ask Big U, hey, Big U. Hey, homie, why did you stay on the same phone number and never changed it? And it clearly states that all your devices, social medias, and everything is tapped in this Sue Surf RICO indictment. Your name first and...
Man, we not talking about that. We don't care about that. We care about you chasing future. That's what we care about.
I asked you number 4 out of 14, but you the only one didn't go to the joint. So I'm curious. Listen, man, people like to nitpick at me. It'd be funny to me, right? Like Lush had to check Lush. And I don't think Lush is realizing that, hey, listen, bro. This is not a charge. And WACK never said that this dude was assaulted, which means somebody around this dude that's on this case who's trying...
WACK said that future was assaulted. WACK said it. WACK said it. WACK said it. WACK said it.
Get out of something or get some time knocked off is clearly telling the police something that ain't true, because the man Future was never assaulted. Nobody never touched Future.
You're lying. That's not what you said. That's not what you said. You said Future was assaulted.
The fact that that reads that way lets you know they didn't pull that for my clubhouse conversation, because my clubhouse conversation clearly states we ran into him and he was addressed about a real life debt that he owed. Nobody took his jewelry. Nobody put hands on him. Nobody went in his pockets. Nothing. The next day, his business partner covered the debt because he saw it was a real life debt. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, Birdman covered the debt because Birdman didn't want you guys to continue to extort Future. That's what you said.
Debt. Now, all these other things he got going on with checking in and all that, that ain't my thing. For the idiot that says that I've never been to the Four Seasons, who said you talked to somebody, dummy, the people is it.
Why are you calling me names? Like, I don't think that the name calling is appropriate. I don't think that the name I don't think that the name calling is appropriate. I don't think that the name calling is appropriate, but all right.
My damn phone, that was my contact to the Four Seasons. Right now today, it's a...
You don't have no... the Four Seasons doesn't even exist. WACK, you're lying. That project has been torn down. Those people are dispersed. You're lying. You're lying.
Goddamn little bitty apartments is shotgun.
Those apartments are torn down. They've been torn down for years. This nigga's lying.
Right the back and right across the street from a federal penitentiary. Man, you can't tell me where I've been because a guy like you was nowhere around. And I think that's what hurts a lot of these people, is that these stories I tell, right? None of y'all was nowhere around. So you can't even be a part of the story.
You right. You 100% right. When you was chasing Future through the airport, I was nowhere around. I want to make that abundantly clear to the same law enforcement officers, and they gonna laugh because police have the same internet as us. So to the law enforcement officers, hear me out, cops. Hear me out. To the law enforcement agencies and officers that WACK reports to, and I know y'all listening, and I know y'all gonna laugh and be like, this nigga's wild. Yep, I'm wild, but I know. But I know, I know what I know, and I know y'all exist, so I know I ain't talking to air. Somebody's gonna hear this and be like, yeah, this nigga's talking to me. Yes, nigga, I'm talking to you, and your partner sitting next to you. I wasn't with nowhere near none of this flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. I want to make that abundantly clear. He is correct. That's the most truthful thing this nigga has ever said. You right, I wasn't there. I ain't mad about it. I'm actually glad about it, because you guys' decision making, especially being my elders, is terrible. You would have been a poor example for me, but I digress. With that all being said, nigga, you're trinayipping, trinayeezys. What's going on with you, brother?
What I'm saying, you can't be running around. And this only like 12 years ago. That's light, nigga. I can go back the whole 24, 25, 26, but you niggas probably didn't know how to spell your name yet. But nevertheless, the Future story is in fact my story. I stand on that story.
I'm glad. I'm glad. And you gotta stand on business, big dog. I respect it.
Trick will not put that on his children. Right?
Trick already responded and said, I don't know nothing about this.
And he didn't receive a wire the next day. This is a fact. Say what you want, however you want, is what it is. There's no crime committed. Trick wasn't there, that's what it is. I don't give a fuck. It's my story. Right? Big U will not put that on Rolling 60s. And he didn't catch a plane with me to Atlanta. Actually, that's the only flight we ever been on together in my life.
The one where you chase Future? Oh, goodness gracious, this is wild.
Keeping it real, I didn't move with him like that. So, these things are, that's shit that they can pull up, dummy. Oh, if I wasn't on the plane, stupid motherfucker, nigga, you had to get your passport or your driver's license, back then.
Yeah, you got to give up some kind of identification to chase Future to the airport. You definitely have to do that.
Even clear TSA, it's going to tell you where you're sitting, what plane, where you're headed. It's going to tell you everything. Bozo, that's on you. I stand behind it. Once again, Big U has 7 new counts. He has 7 new counts. And I'm looking at the counts. Let's go over them again for the people that were...
Go ahead, WACK. Break it down like a pound, WACK. Go ahead.
Count 1, attempted to evade and defeat income tax. 2, willful failure to file a tax return. 3, willful failure to file a tax return. 4, solicitation to commit a crime of violence, to kill a witness. 5, solicitation to commit a crime of violence, to kill a witness. 6, witness tampering. 7, witness tampering. So stop popping.
Well, why you... Never mind.
What got Big U in charge? No, dummy. The story they putting in there ain't even my story from Clubhouse. Y'all want to hear my story from Clubhouse? Catch me on the Clubhouse app on the 100 side of Clubhouse. You can hear that story and many, many more. And y'all rewind this and y'all tag on Krupt. I mean, he should've...
This nigga WACK is crazy, bro. This dude is a wild man. This dude is a wild man, bro. It is some I have no idea how we ended up in this space, but hey, here we are. My man WACK, boy. This boy, man. That's all I can say. This man is tenderness and crazy falling off the bone. But with that all being said, man, I think WACK might be going through dementia. Like, are we watching dementia in real time? If so, man, we got to pray for this dude, because we don't want to see nobody go through nothing like that. And I pray for his mental health. I think he's crashing out, bro. I think he's spiraling out of control. This is an interesting, okay. WACK this, WACK that. No. Excuse me. WACK this, WACK that. DAT. Let's talk about it. About it. About it. About it. About it. Master P. All right. With that all being said, we finna get up out of here, man. Red dots to the left. You know the rest, man. Say a prayer and be blessed. We gone.